Kai Havertz, proving Arsenal and Mikel Arteta do not need a new striker to boost Premier League title, hopes Kai Havertz is in great form with 9 goals and 7 assists in 14 games. The German is currently Arsenal's first-choice No. 9, with Gabriel Jesus and Leandro Trossard as backups. Watch Aston Villa versus Arsenal live on Sky Sports this Saturday from 5 p.m. Kickoff 5:30 p.m. The football show takes a closer look at the numbers that suggest that Kai Havertz could be the 20-goal-a-season striker that Arsenal could be looking for. The last time Arsenal played Aston Villa, Mikel Arteta took a risk with his attack, and it backfired. Kai Havertz went into the game with 4 goals and 4 assists in his last 6 games playing as Arsenal's central striker, but for that game against Villa, he was moved back to attacking midfield with Gabriel Jesus, without a goal in 2.5 months, selected as the No. 9. It was a bold move by Arteta to move from a structure that had won 5 out of the previous 6, the only blip being the 0-0 draw at title rivals Manchester City. Perhaps too bold. Arsenal's attack, one that had scored 19 goals in 6 matches, looked disjointed that day. They wasted chance after chance, spurning a first-half XG of 1.32. Villa went on to win 2-0. It remains the only league game Arsenal have lost in 2024 so far, but it cost them last season's title. While Arteta stuck with that same system for one more game, a 2-0 win over Wolves at Molineux, he then went back to what had worked so well before for the final matches of last season. Jesus on the bench, Havertz up front. It has stayed that way going into this season, and ahead another meeting with Villa this weekend, live on Sky Sports, Arteta will surely not make the same mistake. Many have called for Arsenal to bring in a new striker to boost their title hopes and in the pursuit of Benjamin Sesko. Before he committed his immediate future to RB Leipzig, Arteta was tempted. But the Arsenal manager would do well to remember he has a top forward in his ranks in Havertz if form is anything to go by. Since joining the Gunners, the German has started 14 Premier League matches for Arsenal as a central striker, registering 17 goals and assists combined in those appearances. In fact, out of those 14 games, Havertz has at least 1 goal or 1 assist in all bar that goalless draw at City. Havertz got 1 goal and 1 assist in Arsenal's season opener against Wolves last week, and given his form, the fact he can score and create in a single game should no longer be a surprise. It is a stark contrast to the mood Havertz was in 12 months ago. The forward had to wait until November for his first Arsenal goal from open play. Players need some time to adapt and get to know everybody. The club, the relationships, the system, said Arteta after the Wolves game last weekend. He's gained the confidence and the respect of everybody in the way he handles certain situations and in the way he's performing. Perhaps Arteta testing Havertz in an attacking midfield role held the German back a little. The numbers show Havertz playing as a center forward is a completely different animal. Naturally, the German has more shots per game as an Arsenal striker than he does as an attacking midfielder, but the quality of the chance, accuracy of the shot, and the outcome, back of the net most games, is also miles better. Scoring Arsenal's final goal of last season, then the first one of this season, Havertz is giving the impression he is carrying on his form where he left it at the end of May. The No. 9 spot is currently his if he keeps this form up and avoids injury. And the good news for Arteta is Havertz is not the only Arsenal striker in form, with Jesus back to have an improved campaign by the Gunners' boss. When I saw him after talking to him at the end of the season, it was something different. I could sense it, said Arteta of Jesus after the Brazilian scored a wonder goal in the 4-1 crushing of German champions Bayer Leverkusen in pre-season. His energy was different. The way he looks is different, the way he's moving is different, and he really wants it. Now it's a question of finding the consistency and doing it in any context, any situation, any day, every 3 days, for 90 minutes, for 30 minutes, for 70 minutes. But he looks good, with Leandro Trossard a third option to play center forward, and with the possibility of Eddie Nketiah moving on, Arteta looks like he has his set of strikers for the new season. He later told reporters after Arsenal's opening game of the season, that he has faith in all three of Havertz, Jesus, and Trossard to guide them over the next 9 months. They are the same strikers as before, with the trust and backing to right the wrongs of the end of last season.